Good evening, darlings, and the very warmest of warm welcomes. Although it's chilly here in the cottage, my gosh, autumn's kicking in, isn't it? It is chilly. I've just whacked the heating on at 19 degrees, but oh goodness gracious me, yeah, I really am feeling the chill. Anyway, the very warmest of wibbly wobbly welcomes to this Thursday night live, my favourite hour of the day when I get to spend that special time with my fabulous inner scrotum, who are now looking at me on a kind of much more widescreen phone that I believe may be very slightly on the wonk. And in glorious Technicolor, darlings, it is a good picture, you can't deny it. The roses are still looking fabulous. You're looking amazing, sitting there in your best nighties with your leg hair waving gently in the breeze. Oh God, I'd love to rub you up and down, each and every one of you. I really would. Oh, and I'd give you a first bite of my sausage roll. Now then, darlings, we are going to wave goodbye to Thursday and we're going to welcome in Poets Day, Friday. Piss off early. Tomorrow's Saturday. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be here with you until midnight. It's Mad Thursday. Who knows what we're going to talk about? But obviously, I would be very interested indeed to hear about your days. And we would all be very interested into tricky chaps. Words. We would all be jolly interested to find out what we've all been eating, wouldn't we? Yes, we would. Isn't it? Doesn't it? Didn't he? Oh, yes. First cab off the rank tonight is Jimmy Quinn. Hi, Boaty and all. Barry is here, that guy from SETI Alpha 5. Hello, all you crazy, lovely people. Greetings, Boaty and the honourable community, says Peter P, and greetings to you. I, says Barry, in quite a stentorian and authoritative way. Shall I do an impersonation? I've had a very trying week, but I'm pleased to say that certain people screwing other people over are now in a red file. Yeah, I'm delighted to hear that, Barry. Good work. And now then, I like this. And I'm going to make this an ongoing feature of the live streams. Now, what Barry has done is he's put a couple of lines of poetry in there. And I like that. I like that very much. So I'm going to invite you all on every live stream. When you say hello at the very beginning of the live stream, you really are on the wonk. I'm sure you're on the wonk. I'm just going to tap you on one side. I'm going to tap you very gently and see if I can slightly unwonk you. Yeah. Oh, God, are you still there? That did not go well. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Right, I think I know what happened there. Hold on. Okay, that was arguably not the best idea I've ever had. Hopefully you're all still there and all is well. What happened there, darlings, was when I tried to unwonk you by tapping you gently, I caused one of the buttons to depress, which put the phone onto emergency turn off or something. I do apologise for that. Hopefully no harm has been done. You're still there, I'm still here. Hopefully we are okay. So, as I was saying, I'm going to invite you all at the beginning of the live stream, when you say hello or whatever, to share a few lines of a poem that you enjoy. Or that you like. Now, if you don't like any poetry, fine, don't do it. Don't worry about it. That's okay. But if there's a poem that you like, whether it's a silly one or whatever, give us a couple of lines from it, and the rest of the community and me, when I finally get around to reading it, we can try and guess what it's from. I think that would be fun. It's not mandatory, but if you would like to... Oh, fuck you know. Right, the microphone isn't plugged in, is it? Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, God. Sorry, darlings. Sorry, darlings. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Well, that's Mad Thursday for you. Who knows what's going to happen? Right. Let's restore some equilibrium. Yeah, so if you want to do a couple of lines of poetry, that would be fab. And Barry has done exactly that. And death shall have no dominion. Dead men naked, they shall be one with the man in the wind and the west moon. Now, I love that. Now, I can tell you immediately that that is Dylan Thomas, and that the poem, the title of the poem is indeed "And Death Shall Have No Dominion," and that's got a bit of meaning to me, because that was spoken at my father's funeral. So thank you for that, Barry. And yeah, I invite you all to do similarly in future live streams, or even this one if you want to. Yeah, go for it. Do whatever you want. It's Thursday. Who am I to tell you what to do? I've already fucked everything up on it. Oh, God above. I'm going to have a drink, darlings, and maybe that will help me to make sense of what is a mad world. But all the better for you lovely people being in it. Cheers. Your very good health. Bottoms up yours. Wine, do your thing. Oh, and it's doing its thing. Oh, God, it's going down my arms. Oh, my winegasm is going down my arms. Either that or I'm about to have a major heart attack. Let's hope it's the former rather than the latter. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Hi, Barry, says Jimmy. Nice gun shop. Oh, have I missed a video? Yes, says Barry. I bought that little Beruga. Ideal for a concealed carry. Oh, right. There we are. Have we said hello to Peter P? Oh, we did. We said, yes, we did. Of course we did. Oh, Matron is here. Good evening. Or Barry didn't buy one particular gun because the barrel was scratched. Oh, and that was a P226, like the one that he carries for 625. Oh, there we are. Evening, Matron. Hope you're well. Excellent video today, Boaty, says Jimmy Quinn. I haven't seen Bernard's bum cheeks. I am quite surprised by the number of people who did see Bernard's bum cheeks. I wasn't expecting it to be that many, if I'm honest. So, but thank you, Jimmy, and thank you to everybody who has ploughed through some, if not all, of today's video, which was a whopping 15 minutes long. But I mean, if you feel hard done by, look at it this way. You guys, you can press the fast forward, you can skip forward, or you can just press stop and do something else instead. I had to live through that 50 minutes, and it was edited. I had to live through more of that. So whatever pain it caused you, it caused me a hell of a lot more, I can tell you that. Cribbins, says Peter P. Hello, says Fun Stuff 24. I was just mid-watch of your latest life story vid. Sounds like you've crammed a few lifetimes into your life so far. Yeah, I guess I kind of have fun stuff. Yeah. There's, you know the old saying, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I guess I've had a few t-shirts in my time. And we've barely started yet. All we've really done is, well, we've topped and tailed it, haven't it? I talked about my heritage and childhood previously on previous videos, the potted history of Boaty, heritage, all of that sort of thing. So we've done the bike. Now we've done the pub restaurants. We've done the Nepali restaurant post-divorce bit. So now it's just the bit in the middle. So that's going to be, oh, well, what will be coming up? How I ended up running the UK's largest classic and sports car thing. Then there'll be how I ended up becoming a professional vocalist by accident. How I ended up buying one of the UK's biggest entertainment. Oh, there'll be loads of stuff like that to come, darlings. And then I might do a video talking about when I buggered off around the world a bit and lived in various places. I know I've covered it all here, there, snippets and live streams, but might be quite nice to put it all on a video that's there to be seen, and might earn me upwards of £1.30. Unlike these live streams, which of course are not monetized. They are free at the point of view. I mean, I monetize them afterwards, but they are advert free at the time that they are live. So I don't want anything interrupting our community time. Barry, we in the office honestly thought this job would take months, but the morons in this clinic are so dense that light bends around them. Talk about their own worst enemy. Oh, dear me. Oh, well, that's good. That's good, isn't it? You know, we like stories that end up with the wrong uns being banged to right. We like a bit of that, don't we? Fun Stuff is very kindly hoping that everyone has had a good day with minimal BS. Andrew Boaty is with us, the lovely Irish Spotty Botty, and he greets everybody by name. The M11 is here. Good evening all, says the M11. I've got a few issues at home, so I'm here for the time being, but may end up dipping on and out, or disappearing entirely. We shall see. Hope everybody's well. That's very kind, and sending love and hugs for whatever's kicking off in your house at the moment, my lovely. Texas got a cold front today, says Fun Stuff, of 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Lol. Yeah, and I'm sitting there freezing my tits off in, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but I can tell you that at the moment, the temperature where I am sitting is right now is 18 degrees C. And I don't know what the C stands for. I don't know if it's Celsius or centigrade. I honestly don't know. I've got, it's terrible. It's terrible. When you're brought up in old money and pound, shilling and pence and pounds and ounces, you can't cope with kilograms and all of that metric nonsense. Although I'm okay with kilometers, because I had to learn about those on the bike. Because obviously racing on the continent, everything was in kilometers and on the wrong side of the road. And the great thing about racing a bicycle on the continent is you learn to swear in about 16 different languages. I could call somebody a see you next Tuesday in virtually any language you care to name. And for those of you who are interested in French, it's salut, not salut, as in, actually, no, that's a different word. See you next Tuesday in French is actually quand. Salut is a different word, equally rude, but yeah, in French it's quand. There you go. There you go. Cultural enrichment with Boaty. Where did I get to? Well, I'm Spider Vision tonight, says Andrew. Chat is never an hour, says Jimmy F500. Well, give or take. Give or take. Oh, and good evening, Jimmy F500. Thank you for being here. Shite day weatherwise, says Jimmy F. Yeah. Well, I was talking about Fahrenheit, wasn't I? I used to know Fahrenheit. Now I don't. When it comes to temperature, I'm just in limbo. Haven't really got a clue. But I can tell you that there are 18 C's of temperature here, and it feels quite chilly. I wouldn't want to take my jacket off, darlings. So I won't. And I wouldn't want to take my pants off. So I won't. And I imagine you're all slightly relieved about that. So Jimmy F500 is is saying hello to all of the lovely people. Barry says, sounding somewhat aggrieved, I do not sound like a Glasgow docker. Oh, sorry. Hey, you. I do not sound like a Glasgow docker. No, of course you don't, Barry. Of course you don't. Peter P says he tapped it so hard I lost connection. I think you all did. Oh, bugger, Boaty broke the stream. Very wonked now, says Barry. Boaty down, says fun stuff. Re-wonkers. Sometimes it's best just to leave well alone, advises Barry. The cool thing is, you are not wonked now. I was successful. I successfully unwonked you. I just broke the live stream while I was doing it. Oh, well, none of us are human, are we? Oh, food news. We haven't had any food news from anybody. For lunch today, I can't remember. Oh, I had the noodles, didn't I? I had the noodles from last night. Yeah. So there's a community snap. Me and the M11, we've both had noodles today. Oh, you'll never guess what I had for supper last night. You know, I told you that for various reasons, I couldn't do a staff curry last night. I had staff curry. I didn't have rice. I didn't have rice because the noodles were supposed to be for last night, and I didn't fancy them last night. I wanted them for lunch today, but staff curry wasn't on, and I had to. Let me tell you what I had. I am disgusted with myself, but equally, I'm not. Do you remember a video from a couple of weeks ago? And it was kind of a Morrison's Safeways unpacking shopping video. And I bought some frozen chips and some of those frozen battered sausages and then forgot all about them. Well, I didn't forget about the chips. I forgot about the sausages. I have eaten the chips on the odd occasion. And last night I had the last of those frozen chips with 3 battered sausages. Don't judge me. They're tiny. They're about that big. And I made some Chinese curry sauce. It was delicious. It was disgusting, but delicious. Oh my God, you've never seen a cleaner plate. I licked it within an inch of its life. I licked it like I would have licked a 32-year-old Alanis Morissette after half a bottle of wine. Yeah, that's the way I went at it, darlings. Tonight, back to staff curry. But it was an interesting diversion after the staff curry motorway. Don't mess with the wong, says Peter P. Are you a doctor now? Give me a 500. Says Boaty, doing an exam on me. Emma, I think Boaty needs his old phone back, says Andrew. Just leave the wonk, says the M11. Don't ruin the stream because of a slight wonk. I hear you wonked now, father, says Barry. Matron, save us, says Peter P. I love this. I love this. Barry. Disgusting. Never have I seen such blatant wonkery. Never in my life. I love that. Well done, Barry. Greetings, honourable community and host of plenty, says Alan Simpson, who I will be catching up with in person tomorrow night. Really looking forward to that. Alan, the staff have all been briefed, including Ram, and your VIP welcome has been planned. We're putting you on table 8, which, as I think most of you know, is our prime table of choice, normally reserved for our favourite customers. Yeah, we are all very much looking forward to welcoming you. Thank you for confirming your booking via email. Yeah, we're all excited about it. And I'm going to try everything to make sure that I'm actually there for at least some, if not all, of your dining experience with us. I love it when you guys come to the restaurant. It's brilliant. The sound is weird. Is it? Says the M11. Oh, is that when the microphone was unplugged? Maybe. Hopefully the sound is okay at the moment. Has Boo, asks Alan, ever met the Freelander of Broken Dreams? Yeah, Boo has driven past the Freelander of Broken Dreams on several occasions, and will be doing so again within the next couple of weeks because Boo needs an MOT in 3 or 4 weeks. Boaty, I'm not writing poetry. You can fuck off, says Jimmy Quinn. And Peter P says, was that a haiku, Jimmy? School? What's that, says Jimmy A500. Is his mic on, says the M11. It sounds like the sound is going through the phone camera, as he is louder when near the phone and not a bit tinny. Yeah, I've got to plug the microphone back in. Maybe it was better without the microphone, but I'm always worried that I will project my voice and upset the neighbours. Andrew says, the boy stood on the burning deck, his tinkle all a quiver. He gave a cough, his leg fell off and floated down the river. I ended that one. Sorry if that was the wrong line. Andrew only went as far as his tinkle all a quiver. Maybe he goes on to end that, but yeah. The boy stood on the burning bridge, his tinkle all a quiver. He gave a cough, his leg fell off and floated down the river. There you go, that's one of mine for you. Emma's having a giggle at me needing my phone back. A poetry contribution from Matron. Boom, 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 boom. And I think we all know that that is a very good Blackadder reference. Well done, Matron. Oh, and Peter P goes on, I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together. From now until forever. Cornflakes, cornflakes, cornflakes. God. Emma says, after he says, why and do your thing, he always looks down at his little tinkle. I'm looking down at my bread basket, which is where the wine does its thing, my lovely. Not at my little tinkle. 50 minutes, says Jimmy at 500. Stratospherian is with us and says, let me hear you say where. Not quite, says Matron, it's from a TV program. It's Blackadder. We all know it's Blackadder. Well, apparently they don't. I obviously know it's Blackadder. I'll even give you the next line. Boom, 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 boom. And then Captain Blackadder says, boom, boom, boom. There you go. It was a poem by Baldrick. I fell asleep watching the live story video, says Andrew, and I missed the Bernard's Boaty bit. Well, you'll have to watch it and catch up, won't you? The Gigolo years, says Peter P. Yeah, there were a few of them. Oh, Sean is with us. Sean, I thought you were getting back into routine, and I wasn't expecting to see you again for a while because you said you were going to get back into routine and no more late. Don't get me wrong, I'm delighted to see you, my dear chap. It's just unexpected. I thought you were going to be tucked up in bed at this time of night and getting back into your routine. But, you know, when you're not here, we really miss you. So maybe you could get into a new routine where you stay up until 2 o'clock like the rest of us and just get up at 10. Don't be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get your shopping delivered at 7. You live in Wales, man. It's cold at that time in the morning. It's dark. We're coming into winter. There's nothing worth getting up for. It's freezing cold. It's going to be raining. You're not going to want to get down to the homestead. Don't sacrifice a wonderful night with friends just so you can get up in the cold, soulless morning gloom and get your Ocado delivery at 7 a.m. or something ridiculous. Stay in bed, my lovely friend. Just go to bed late and ideally a little bit drunk. Drink some of that gorgeous wine that you got for yourself. Hang out with us, have a laugh, and then just sleep in until 10 o'clock. I promise you, you won't be missing a thing. There's nothing worth getting up for 10 o'clock before, apart from a flight to somewhere nicer than where you are now. That's my rule of life. Although, God, I'm going to have to start getting up when the Airbnb's open, aren't they? B&B, bed and breakfast. God. Imagine paying to see me first thing in the morning, making a meticulously planned breakfast. Oh, be a laugh though, won't it? I'll film it all. When the Airbnb thing starts, I'll just have not where guests are, obviously, but everywhere else. I'll just have a camera set up permanently, and you can all share the experience and tell me everything that I'm doing wrong, because I'm going to do everything wrong. Of course I am. I've done it all my life, darlings. Ploughed my own furrow, as they say, and that is not a hidden masturbation reference, just in case you were wondering. Anyway, good evening, Sean. And Sean has just bought a treadmill. So shove that in your wine glass and drink it. Got a treadmill. Bloody hell. Okay, well, fair play to you. It's a step. Oh, do you see what I did there? It's a step or many steps on the old weight loss journey, isn't it? Not something I've ever done myself, but there was a cycling equivalent. Now, in this day and age, or latterly, it became called a turbo trainer. When I started out, it was rollers. So, in other words, it was a set of rollers that you had in your house or in your garage. You put your bike on them, and you rode your bike, but you didn't go anywhere unless you came off the rollers, and then you went at about 40 miles an hour into the wall of your house. Now, on a turbo trainer, darlings, or whatever the modern equivalents are, obviously I'm about 30 years out of touch. That was a bit camp, wasn't it? I don't mind being a bit camp, darlings. I don't mind in the least. Yeah, the modern equivalents, then either it's a complete thing in and of itself, but if you use your own bike, you take your front wheel out, clamp your forks into the device, and so it's all solid. With rollers, it wasn't like that. It was literally just a set of rollers on the floor, nothing on the sides at all. It was quite bloody dangerous, really. And you've got a single roller at the front and a double roller at the back. So your back wheel sits in the well between the two rollers. Your front wheel sits on the front roller. And what you had to do, it was really quite precarious. You had to clamber onto your bike, holding onto something, and then you had to get your revs up. And then when you were really brave, take your hand off and ride your bicycle doing a virtual 40 miles an hour whilst effectively being completely stationary. It was, and I used to do that every night. And oh God, there were times when we were going somewhere amazingly hot. I mean, we had no technology back then. But if we were going to be racing somewhere, in another country at altitude, like Mexico City or something like that, or somewhere really hot, then we used to train on the rollers in a room in our house with all of the doors shut. So there was, very little air and an electric fire on or something so that you could get used to riding in the intense heat with little oxygen. It was ridiculous the way that we used to do it back in the day. It was so low tech. But there you are. I and the community as a whole, Sean, wish you joy and good use of your treadmill. Did you really buy it or did you get given it? Because you've got a massive channel. If you bought a treadmill, then you missed a trick. And I know you're not a man to miss a trick. If you want a treadmill, then you just go to Treadmills R Us and say, hello, I'm Sean James Cameron. I would like a treadmill, please. Hand it over and I'll give you a shout out on the video. I bet that's what happened. I bet you didn't buy it. Oh dear. Emma says, "Oh God, you're not sending Boaty a treadmill next, are you, Sean? I think he prefers wine in his glass." Yeah. Peter P says it's Celsius. Thank you for that. Fun stuff. 24 is saying hello to Sean, and Andrew says, "Boaty, don't forget to slip a pound in Sean's box." Right, let's do that then. It's an important part of the night, as I'm sure you all know. Now, darlings, right, I have to give you. You know, I'm always honest with you. I'm always open, and I always give you guys full disclosure. Last night, I tampered with the box because I had a surfeit. Good word, that. You might want to write that down. I had a surfeit of £1 coins. And if you remember, when I needed £1 coins, I took them out of the box and put a £5 note in. And then I did the same thing again. So the box had two £5 notes in. Last night, when I had too many £1 coins and I needed some paper money to pay for something, I went into the box last night. I took the two £5 notes out and I put 10 £1 coins in. So, full disclosure, just in case somebody comes back in the future when we open the box and said, "There were two £5 notes in there, they're not there now, you cheat. You cheat, I'm reporting you to the HMRC." Then I took the notes out, I replaced them with coins. All right. So the correct amount of money is in the box. In fact, there's £1 too much in the box. So I put £1 extra in the other night when I had some tips. Just so you know. Oh, listen to that now. So there we are. Sean's box, you all know it. A £1 coin. You will all recognise that. And I need to cut my fingernails. £1 coin. In we go. And my best idea for the telephone box money at the moment is still a birthday night at the Grand Hotel Llandudno. That's still my best plan, unless somebody's got another idea. I quite fancy doing that, darlings. I really do quite fancy doing that. And then after my birthday, the telephone box money will be for Malta for my next birthday in a year's time, when hopefully I'll be able to afford to renew my passport, and so on and so on and so on. Actually, where are we now? We're on the 26th of September. Can one of you good people, if you'd be so kind, can you work out, I can't remember how much is in the box now, but on the basis that I'm going to be putting £1 a day or £1 an evening in the box, can somebody work out approximately how much money I should have to play with by January the 14th, or maybe a week before, because I'll have to book the hotel in advance, won't I? So maybe January the 7th. And I've been sent a voice message on WhatsApp, but it's on what is now the live stream phone. And that's my fault. So I think it was from Sean. Apologies, Sean. I'm not going to see that until after the live stream. That's my fault, not yours. It's going to get complicated now. Right. I've put the community SIM card into the new phone, right? So if you ring the community live stream number, it's in the new phone, as it should be. But I don't really understand how WhatsApp works, and that hasn't all changed over. So even though it's not got the SIM card in now, somehow what is now the live stream phone used to be the camera phone and community phone. God, this is getting needlessly messianic. That's still got the WhatsApp registered so somehow I need to change the WhatsApp from that from what's now the live stream phone to this. So I do apologize. And anybody else who sent me a message and I haven't replied to it, then, oh, right. This is on my actual phone on my private phone. So, right. Okay. Oh, we have a voice message. Do I dare play it here? Oh, I don't know. Should I play it? It might be private. I don't know. I'll hang on. I'll hold fire just a minute. Sean will tell me if I can play it or not. Right, where was I? Right, we've done the part. Oh, I can play it. Right, here we are. Voice message coming up, darlings. Is the oh, no, I've just turned the volume down. Now I've turned it back up.
I'll try again. I was saying I've had a very good idea. People can send you voice notes on WhatsApp. So it's Sean from the Welsh Valleys. I'm eating a box of very cheap cornflakes. Thank you and good night.
Ah, that is a good idea, actually, isn't it? That really is a good idea. Yeah. Why not send me little voice notes on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger if you prefer, and I can just play them like that. And you might not want to ring in all the time because you might face an interrogation from me or something. But yeah, that's perfect. Good idea, Sean. You're full of good ideas, you are, and apparently full of cheap cornflakes as well. But there we are. So yeah, if anybody would like to send in voice notes on WhatsApp or Messenger, then I think that's a great idea, and we can play them and share them with the community. Cracking idea. Well done, mate. In Spanish, says Barry, it's cono or coño. There you are. It's amazing what you learn, isn't it? Hi, Sean, says Matron. Are you sure the cats will use the treadmill? Asks Fun Stuff 24. Hello and welcome back to the little cottage at the head of the Rhondda Valley. And here you can see Topsy and Amber carrying out their exercise. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Simone is here, or was here, hooked on classics, of course, and says, hello and good night. Sorry, I can't stay. I have to pack in the morning to drive to Gloucester. Ta-ta for now. Is that something to do with this Rustival thing? There's a thing going on called Rustival where people turn up and spend good money traveling a lot of miles to go and stand in a field with three people who've got YouTube channels who probably won't speak to them. But they can speak to other people who've also spent money driving millions of miles to go and stand in a field where there are probably inadequate toilet facilities and overpriced food. Amazingly, I have chosen not to go, darlings. But I hope everybody who is going has a fantastic time. Is that right? Oh dear. Right, well, not just voice message, we get text messages as well. And the text message has just pinged in saying, Boaty, you're a twat. Oh, it's Jimmy Quinn. It's Jimmy Quinn. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sorry, Emma, says Jimmy F500. Boaty's clothes are staying on. It's fine, says Emma. I've seen his nakedness enough. Bad Books is with us and says good evening, all. Food news from Fun Stuff 24. And they're making chicken meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and maybe some broccoli. Oh, that sounds good. Now, I can give you a heads up on tomorrow's lunch, darling. mashed potatoes are going to be involved. And I will show you the potato whose fate is, and it needs eating, this potato. Yeah, it's been in there a little bit too long. That is the potato that is going to be very much mashed. There will also be the last of last weekend's green beans. I've got 5 remaining. So, yeah, up yours. There are 5 remaining. They're probably a few days past their premium, if I'm completely honest. But I'll get those eaten, and then there will be beautiful fresh beans for Sean's beef on Sunday. I think I've got 2 portions of Sean's beef left. So, that's going to be 2 very happy Sundays. So, yeah, tomorrow will be mashed potato, green beans, and chicken. And I'm thinking probably a white wine and white pepper chicken gravy. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, darlings. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to have a nice lunch tomorrow. I really am. And then Saturday is going to be, what did I decide I was going to have on Saturday? Oh, yeah, noodles. I didn't do the fusion noodles, did I? That I said I would do this week. So I'll do those on Saturday and I'll film it. Oh, talking about films, I'm not feeling too bad now, but I wasn't in great shape today, to be honest. I was still knackered. Yeah, I was still feeling a bit. Yeah, I realised that this long COVID thing is still hanging about. And I think that's factored into why I was so exhausted last night. And I wasn't putting it on, darlings. It was a hard service. But I was a little bit more really knackered than I should have been, in all honesty. And I was really knackered this morning and this afternoon. And I think this long COVID thing is still hanging about. I've still got a slightly sore throat. I'm still a bit snotty. I'm still a bit coughy. So yeah, there you go. I think that does play a part. And today I planned to do various things. I was going to go down to the charity shop. I needed to go and pay money in to appease the vengeful gods of the overdraft, and I was going to change, sort out the blown bulb on Janet Jackson. And I woke up this morning and I just wasn't up for any of it. It's been a horrible day, weather-wise, cold, rainy, and I just really wasn't up for leaving the cottage. And I made an executive decision that that I wasn't going to. The charity shop can wait. I haven't got any money anyway. The vengeful gods of the overdraft can sod off. So something bounced today, and it just had to bounce. And I didn't do the bulb. I had one tail light missing again tonight because I literally couldn't be asked to get out the cottage. I was still just knackered, darlings, knackered. Now, I wasn't lazy. I didn't sit on the sofa and veg out, nothing like that. I edited down a 50-minute YouTube video, exported that, uploaded it. I did what I think was quite a good thumbnail. And the thumbnail is authentic, if you're wondering. That kind of thing is important to me. The pub that you can see in the thumbnail is one of my old pubs. Specifically, full disclosure, it's the Hare and Hounds in Shenstone near Kidderminster. Totally authentic. I caught up with all of the washing up, some of which has been knocking around since the weekend, because I haven't had a kind of a catch-up day in the cottage. I caught up with laundry. I caught up with tidying. I did some administrative jobs, all of that sort of thing. So I wasn't totally lazy. I just didn't feel well enough, if I'm honest, to leave the cottage, to go out into the cold and rain, get dressed, put shoes on. So, it was bad enough having to go to work. So I just did that. I had a slob around the cottage day. although I was slobbing around doing work and stuff. And nice easy lunch. I just had to bung those noodles in the microwave. They were made for me last night by Ram. And the video that I made today, darlings, for your delectation and delight tomorrow, is effectively just a video saying, sorry guys, I'm feeling like shit today. I can't be asked to do a video. So this is a video just to let you know that I can't be asked to do a video. And that's kind of pretty much what it is, with a couple of flashbacks from stuff that didn't make it through the edit yesterday. But yeah, that's it. So you haven't got to watch me driving to work. You haven't got to listen to me whittering on as I come back on about, going up the hill, going from the artificial lights into the beautiful Bible blackness, and take good care of yourselves. And you don't have to listen to any of that today. You've just got to endure about 5 minutes, if that, of me saying, look, I can't make a video today, darlings. I feel like shit. I shouldn't be this tired. I think the long COVID thing is still having a bit of an effect. There you go. You can have a rest. You had a really long video today. Tomorrow you can have a bit of a rest. So there you go. There you go. Although, having said that, I have had another idea. So you're probably, if all goes according to plan, and that's reminded me there's something I have to do after this live stream. You'll probably get 2 videos tomorrow, but they'll both be very short ones. Right. Time is marching on, isn't it, darling? So I must catch up with the comments so that we can get ready to say goodnight at the appropriate time. I am feeling better tonight, by the way. I set aside an hour before going to work, and instead of just having a shower, I jumped into a really hot bath with some nice bubbly stuff that Neil and Sophie left, because I wouldn't buy it. Honestly, if it wasn't for friends and guests and whatnot, then all I'd have in my bathroom is some Sainsbury's wash it up liquid, and I'd be brushing my teeth with it, washing my hair with it, cleaning the bath with it, you name it. But yeah, I had a long hot bath, then a shower after the bath. Got myself off to work. It's been nothing like last night, darlings. It's been a relatively quiet night, and I'm feeling a lot better now. And I'm not feeling as cold as I did earlier, so maybe it's warming up a bit in here. Let me just go and check the temperature. Yes, it's now 18.5 degrees, darlings. So that's a little bit less uncomfortable than it was. Yes, I'm feeling all right. Looking forward to tomorrow. Now then, Mr. Tickle. Fun Stuff was telling us, Jimmy Quinn says, I had chicken chow mein tonight. So that is a triple community snap. That's me, Emma, and Jimmy. We all had noodles. I battered my husband's sausage, says Janice Pretorius. Well, good evening to you. And the community sends our commiserations to your husband with his poor battered sausage. Barry says, but I have Welsh on me, no Scottish. Noted, Barry. I will note that for future reference. Mine chicken, says Andrew. That was Hitler's autobiography, wasn't it? Everybody's saying hello to Janice, which is lovely. Emma says, look forward to your chips with tamarind sauce, Alan. First class service for Alan, says Jimmy a 500. Emma, sod off. Yeah, she'll tell you about the time that she was coming out in the car with me doing deliveries, and she said she was hungry. So I quickly cooked her some chips with tamarind sauce. She won't tell you about the time where she sat down in total luxury and was served bloody staff curry with all of the trimmings. Honestly, what are you like, you lot? Oh, top tier perks for Alan, says Peter P. Alan says, oh, this is thoroughly exciting. I can't wait to meet you and the lovely team tomorrow. Don't worry if you're busy zooming around. It'll just be nice to actually meet the real Boaty. Oh, that's lovely, Alan. I'm really looking forward to meeting you too. And Emma says, the real Boaty is an interesting experience. Enjoy. Alan says, oh, God. Oh, right. Okay. Well, here we go. I'll give this my best shot. For far your honest, sonsy face, great chieftain o'er the pudding race. Aboon them, ye tack your piece, pinch, tripo, them. I've ruined that. That's Robbie Burns, isn't it, Alan? Unless I'm very much mistaken. That is Robbie Burns and what's it called? Ode to. Is it just called Ode to a Haggis? That's a bit of a guess. I can't honestly remember, but I'm sure it's Robbie Burns. You'll let me know if I'm wrong. I'm now going to eat some Cajun gumbo, says Barry. I'll let you know. Emma says, Boaty, you aren't expected to cook a breakfast in Airbnb. Nobody cooked us one in their slan, did no one. Right, fine, I won't bother then. I'll stay in bed. That's a relief. I might cook myself a breakfast though. Pocahontas 100 is saying there was an old woman, God bless her. She threw a leg over the dresser. The dresser was sticky. It stuck to a Mickey. There was an old woman, God bless her. Dear. Sean says, Jimmy a 500. You have the rolling hills in Wales. Why do you need a treadmill? Because the rolling hills are in Wales, where it will be pissing down with rain usually, and it's winter coming up. And look, I'm Welsh, and as an adult, I lived in my lovely little haven in Wales. And I can tell you that when it comes to a Welsh winter, if you've got any sense, you'll stay inside your cottage with your Rayburn roaring. You might go out into I used to love doing this. I used to go out at about 12:30, somewhere around there. And I would just step outside the front door and look over the valley to Treherbert Mountain, or go into the back and look into the forest and listen to the sound of the trees and the wind. One of my favorite sounds, apologies for that. One of my favorite sounds are trees in a night wind. And I miss my huge trees here dreadfully because I miss that noise. I don't miss all of the pine needles they used to drop all over the car. But I used to do that every night in Welsh Wales. And it was one of the greatest pleasures ever, because you need a bit of poetry in your soul to understand this. But you step outside of the front door, pull the front door to behind you, and my place in Wales, Sean, you've seen it, you know how it works. So you're looking down your driveway, you've got the gate and the fence at the bottom. You're looking over the valley, over to Treherbert Mountain, the viaduct. Not that you can see that in the dark, but you're just looking out into a Welsh night. It's probably raining, and it's probably raining sideways because of the wind. Or you stand out at the back and look into the forest, and you stay out there for, well, probably the length of time that it takes you to smoke a cigarette. And then you go back inside, and certainly in my place, that door, there were two doors, but that door took you into a little nook and then straight into the kitchen. And in a Welsh kitchen, a traditional Welsh kitchen, the kitchen is always the warmest, hottest room of the house, because the kitchen is where the Rayburn is. And if you don't know what a Rayburn is, It's another version of an Arga, and to my mind, just seems more Welsh in memory. Everybody that we knew had a Rayburn. Nobody had an Arga. That was an upper class or upper middle class English thing. In Wales, you had a Rayburn, but it's effectively the same thing. It's a coal-fired range that you cook on, and my Rayburn in my place in Wales was quite an advanced one because it was plumbed in to everything around the cottage. So it was coal-fired, but it heated the water. It was obviously the cooker, but it also heated the radiator. The radiators. It pumped the hot water around radiators and produced heat around the whole cottage. Not the most effective heat in the world, but heat nonetheless. But the kitchen was always amazingly warm and more than warm. I mean, it was utterly, utterly toasty. And then I had another Rayburn in the front room. Never called it the parlour. It was always called the front room. And there was another Rayburn in there with separate chimney. It was a 2-chimney arrangement, and that didn't do anything else. That just provided heat for the front room. And oh God, I miss it. I miss it dreadfully. I joined Facebook in 2008, having separated from my wife, and then spent that 2 or 3 years in Wales. And I was using Facebook, and my memories pop up on a daily basis. And every day I'm reminded that it would be something about stepping outside of the front door, looking over the valley, coming back into the amazing warming love and heat of the Rayburn in the kitchen. It was, it's a shame that that period of my life came about through the beginnings of a breakup of a marriage, because other than that, it was idyllic. And it wasn't all bad either. At that point in time, it wasn't an irreconcilable breakdown. And, my wife would come and spend some weekends there. And anyway, there we are. There we are. Gosh, says Emma. An article just popped up on my phone which says Norfolk is getting a tornado tomorrow. Boaty and breakfast, says Andrew. A tornado, blimey. Oh, here we go. Fun Stuff 24. I like this one. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toes did gyve and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borough and the Momo wrath out grave. That is the Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm right. Alan says, my visit tomorrow will instantly make you feel thinner, Boaty. I sacrifice my own racing snake physique to make others feel better about themselves. Fair enough. Forewarned is forearmed, Alan. Diane Sturdy agrees with me and says, fun stuff, that's the Jabberwocky. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. And then everybody says hello to Diane. Oh, a rattling box, says Andrew. Andrew is more like Charles Hawtrey. Buy yourself a new birthday suit, says Peter P. Bad Books, thank you. Bad Books says there will be approximately another £100-ish in the box by January the 14th. And Jimmy Quinn agrees, says £100. Not quite enough for a ticket, is it, says Andrew. Not enough for a passport renewal, says Matron. No. You've got that wrong. No. This birthday coming, January coming up, is going to be a night at the Grand Hotel in Llandudno. And that's going to be probably about 140 quid, something like that, for the hotel room. And then a bit for petrol and stuff. So We're not going to be a million miles away with the telephone box money. And when that's over and done with, then we'll be saving for Malta, but that's in the year after. So not January next year, 2025. Malta will be January 2026. And, maybe if the Airbnbs are up and running, things are going well, then maybe next year we'll put £2 in the box instead of £1. And yeah, Matron just renewed her passport and it cost 104 quid. There'll be enough for a trip to Sheffield, says Andrew. And Emma quite rightly says, no, he's wanting the 100 quid for his birthday night in Slan. Did know this January. I want Tipex now, says Peter P. Right, what is all this about? I've got no idea what Emma is now saying for some reason when she finishes her videos. And I think she's saying the same thing here. Footumch, Andrew. No idea what that's about. Is it for the Liverpudlian roller coaster? Emma says, Andrew. And Emma says, no, it'd fall off that. Hello, Omelette Fingers, says Captain Mustard, Project Nigel. Oh, and we are now over the midnight hour, darlings. So it might be time to start thinking about saying good night. Because as much as I feel better, I do plan not to be overly late tonight, darlings. I plan to try and keep feeling better, not have a stupidly late night, not drink too much wine. And get to bed at a reasonable time. No, Mr. Stephen Paddy. No, he's not been seen tonight, Jimmy F. Not been seen tonight. Everybody's saying hello to Mustard. Oh, and Captain Mustard says, I enjoyed messing about getting the caravan sorted today. Enjoyed is not the correct word. Oh dear. When's it going, Mustard? Asked Matron. Fun Stuff 24 says, when will we get a piano night in the parlour for our entertainment pleasure? Very soon, Fun Stuff 24. Very soon, I promise. Maybe even tomorrow. Maybe I will have a tinkle on the ivories tomorrow. Who knows? Did you change the wheels on the caravan, Mustard? Somebody has just done a thing, and it's Pocahontas 100, who was just, I interrupt this broadcast to give you this news. Pocahontas 100 has just very kindly gifted a membership, and very soon we will find out who is the lucky recipient of the gifted membership. That hasn't happened for a few days, and this is very exciting. Thank you, Pocahontas 100. Thank you so much. As I've said before, I love the gifted membership things. I don't even begrudge YouTube their cut of it. And the reason I love it is twofold, because A, it supports me and the channel, but B, it gives somebody else a chance to enjoy channel membership that they might not otherwise be able to justify. So thank you very much indeed. And I'm whizzing through the comments. So very shortly, we will find out who our latest channel member is. And on that note, just a massive thank you to everybody who supports me, including certainly the lovely channel members and those who have gifted channel membership over the space of this month, and those of you who've supported me in any way, whether it's privately or in the live streams or the channel memberships, or even if you've just watched the videos, hit the like button. And I say just, it's not just, it's a big thing. If you have watched the video, all of it, not skip the adverts, hit the like button and left a comment, then be under no misunderstanding. You have really, really supported the channel and the community, and I and we are grateful. Oh, we've got a new channel member. I love that. I'll let you into a little secret. Every day I look on my channel membership page, and it gives me a little Jimmy Tuppence, a little thrill of delight when I look at my channel members. I love that. I really love that. And it properly gives me a lift when I see that somebody has joined or rejoined or gifted. It genuinely does. And it really warms my heart. Right, where are we? Andrew is asking Mustard if the wheels on the caravan were changed. Fun stuff, says Andrew. Boaty plays with his large organ for our viewing pleasure. Mustard says the chap thought he was getting the caravan today. I may well have disappointed him. Oh dear. Did you save the bread bin? Asked Peter P. And make sure that we save the hedgehog of truth. Don't let the hedgehog go with the caravan, Captain. We've got plans for the hedgehog of truth. He's going on a world tour. Oh yeah, genuinely. And I do remember that we planned that, and I think it's a brilliant idea, and we need to go ahead with it. We need to get that hedgehog quite literally around the world. I want to see him in Finland. I want to see him in Australia. I want to see him in America. I want to see him with me in Llandudno, sleeping with me in a luxury, not luxury bed in the luxury, not luxury Grand Hotel on my birthday. That's going to be good fun. Sean says, I'm taking my stone hot water bottle to bed tonight. I don't blame you. It's our weather is probably not dissimilar, Sean. A Welsh mountain valley cottage is going to be not dissimilar to a Peak District cottage, as you'll discover when you come and stay here. And the way that I'm feeling today and the way the weather has been today, then it is very definitely a day to go to bed with a stone hot water bottle. If I had one, I would go to bed with it. I will go to bed with a tummy full of staff curry instead. Next best thing. Oh, hello. Have a look at that. Oh, another voice message. I presume I'm allowed to play this.
I would like to thank Pocahontas for my channel membership. I look forward to exploring the inner tabs of the channel tomorrow morning. I am now in bed and I'm cozying up to a traditional Welsh stone hot water bottle. Trying not to kick it out of bed because it will fall to the floor. It's so heavy. So thank you very much once again, and I look forward to having a poke around the inner scrotum. Thank you and good night.
Oh, no star, Sean, no star. Oh, how fabulous. Well, I don't need to get to the comment. We have discovered that our latest channel member is indeed the lovely Sean. And I can't think of a better person to have been gifted that. Oh, that's lovely. That's made my night, that has. And I must say, I love the idea of leaving the voice messages as well. And I would encourage you all, I will sort the WhatsApp out on this phone. I would encourage you all to do the voice message thing as well, because it really adds something to the community when we can hear you guys speaking in your own voice rather than me reading out your comments, because that's just my voice. And you all must get bored of that. And many of you will have a better voice than I have. Sean most definitely has. So full credit to Sean for that idea, but yeah, so guys, leave me or leave the community voice messages. I would love to hear all of your voices. So many of you I've never heard. So I think that's lovely. Let's keep that going. Voice messages, please. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, whatever you want to do. Maybe WhatsApp is easier. I don't know. And let's get that into a thing. I think these live streams would be much better. Well, they'd probably be better if somebody else was hosting them, but I think they'd be much better if we had all of your voices coming in. I think that would be lovely. It's so much more intimate when we get to hear the voice. But thank you again to Pocahontas 100 for gifting the membership. And Sean, welcome back to the inner scrotum, the old channel membership. Oh, that's fabulous. Right. Emma was saying that's pretty much what my video was today, because I felt crap. I almost entitled it, "Don't Bother Watching This." Mustard, who is clearly not in a good frame of mind, says, "F the bread bin." Don't do that, Mustard, says Andrew. You'll end up with a bun in the oven. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, haggis. I love haggis, bonbons or fritters. Gorgeous, says Matron. You're spot on, Boaty, says Alan. It's Robert Burns and addressed to a haggis. Ah, I said ode. It's address. I was close. Ah, you lightweights in Wales, says Jimmy F500. Wind, rain. Alan says, I'm with you, Matron. Haggis is marvellous, especially stuffed in a chicken with a whiskey sauce. Andrew says, is a haggis just a very bloated sausage? Well, a haggis is God, it's like entrails in a sheep's stomach, isn't it? With oats. Morning, says Lee Shan. Driving to work on this glorious sunny day here in the beautiful Derwent Valley, listening to this live stream. And it's not the Derwent Valley that I live very close to. It's another Derwent Valley on the other side of the world. And the weather is going to be a lot better there because it's spring and summer rather than autumn and winter, which is what we are stuck with here in the Northern Hemisphere. Alan says, Andrew, no, it's a genuine Scottish creature. It has one leg longer than the other, so it can run around the hill. And the females and the males have a different long leg. Hi, Lee, says Andrew. A nice sunny morning here too. Well, Andrew and Lee are very close to each other. They are separated only by the Tasman Sea, the Tasman Strait. God, I've forgotten what it's called. Apologies. Ah, the range. Lovely jubbly, says Jimmy F. By the way, says Mustard, I found an empty 1 litre bottle of whiskey when I moved the caravan. Has Blot been squatting? Oh, he could have been. There could be a video coming up. Was it a whiskey or a wasky? Says Alan. It was a blend, Alan, says Mustard. Emma says, Footumch is from the young ones. And Peter P says, Bertie doesn't know his young ones. I don't remember that. I watched the young ones. I've seen every episode, but I don't remember that. I'm going to have to, another 40 minutes to go then, says Jimmy F500. No, there really is. It's 1:15. I'm definitely going now. One last puff, and then I'm off. I'm off. I'm going to get showered, changed into my night attire, get me supper, watch a video or two. I can't pronounce that, Peter P. Stop trying to get me to pronounce Finnish words. Oh, I can't even guess at that one. Then we get into the gifted membership. Thank you again, Pocahontas 100. Welcome back to channel membership, my lovely friend Sean. Footumch, says Andrew, a devil character from the young ones. Thank you, Pocahontas, says Matron. Oh, Sean got it. Yay, Sean. It's Sean. Various people are saying, lovely Pocahontas. Sean, says Jimmy F500. Congratulations, Sean. You're welcome, says Pocahontas 100. Delighted Sean got it. I think we all are. Come on, Sean, says Emma. We need an acceptance speech. Oh, the poor guy. You got him to leave that voice message while he was in bed. It was you lot nagging him into it. Speech, 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 says Peter P. Sean is in bed, says Jimmy F. Thank you very much, says Sean. It's like Christmas Day. Oh dear. Call in, Sean. The poor sod's in bed with his hot water bottle. Leave him alone. Thumbs up, says Fun Stuff 24. And Sean confirms I'm in bed with my stone water bottle. Send your speech in a voice note, orders the M11. The poor sod is trying to drift off to sleep. Welcome, Sean, new channel member, says Jimmy Quinn. When did you have COVID? Asks Sherry, got to be me. I had COVID in I think it was February or the March of the first year of it before it was officially declared a pandemic. And then I've had bouts of it ever since, COVID, long COVID, whatever you want to call it. Looking forward to watching the pub work and history video, etc. I hope you enjoy it. Watched a few minutes of Emma's single video, and I'm looking forward to watching the rest of that too. And I feel better. Glad you're feeling better. And hello, Sherry. Thank you for popping in. Matthew Bean. Hello, Matthew. Another name I don't recognize. Welcome to the community. I was just watching Boat trying to turn his computer on. Yeah, don't go there. Oh, God, that bloody computer. Yay, Sherry, says Emma. And yes, everybody needs to go and subscribe to Single so they don't miss out on our future videos and live streams on there. Everybody's saying good evening to Matthew, and he's responding in kind. Emma's put the link to the UK Singles channel. Pocahontas 100 is off to bed. Dentist in the morning. Night, everyone. Good luck for the morning, Pocahontas 100. Thank you again for the gifted channel membership. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. Did the phone get to Emma? Asked Matthew. It did. It's in her latest video. I must get a pair of glasses, says Sean. I thought Emma had written the UK Shingles Network. I sent Boaty some glasses, Sean, says Emma. Shall I get you some too? Oh, and did you find your sugar bowl? I often see them in charity shops and have been keeping an eye out for one for you. He did, Emma. It was in today's video. And Sean reminded me of something from my childhood that I'd completely forgotten about. He said that he was looking for a sugar spoon for his sugar bowl. And he said, except that it's not like a spoon. The one we had when I was a child was like a shovel. And that brought back a memory that I haven't even thought about remembering for decades. When I was a kid in my parents' house, we had the same thing, Sean. Our sugar spoon wasn't a spoon. It was shaped like a shovel. So you had a shovel and then the spoony bit and then a kind of roundy bit at the top. It was like a sugar shovel. And who else remembers those? We had one when I was a kid. I'd forgotten all about it, and I agree, you need one of those for your lovely sugar bowl. I'd forgotten all about the sugar shovel. That might be the title of tonight's live stream, if I can remember it. Don't forget to record the caravan leaving the yard so that we can all wave farewell to it, Mustard, says Matron. Yep, found a sugar bowl and just sent off for glasses, says Sean. Boaty is very Harry Palmerish with those spectacles, says Peter P. And yeah, I kind of agree with that. Harry Palmer, Michael Caine, of course. Oh, it's the Bass Strait or Bass Strait. Close enough, Boaty, says Andrew. Thank you. I love a man in spec, says Emma. Steve Ness Paul joins us right at the death as usual. Well, it's pissing down here in Cornwall, says the lovely Matthew Bean. Episode. Oh, right, young ones. Episode. Boring. The cornflakes episode. Right, I will watch it. I will watch it after this live stream, so I know what Emma's going on about. Sherry says, you just decided, and I decided with you, those lines from the Jabberwocky, one of my favourites that my theatre teacher taught us in high school. Cheers, mate, says Matthew. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Cracked phone 2, says Jimmy F500. Yeah, it was cracked when I got it. Doesn't affect the workings in any way, shape, or form. As long as it sorts the live stream issue, it's all good. And anyway, Emma knows what the phone is like. She's sat next to it on multiple occasions. Boaty's going to be on eBay looking for a sugar shovel after this live stream, says Emma. I don't know if I want one. I don't know if I would want one. It would encourage me to have more sugar. And I'm actually thinking about using a smaller spoon so I have a bit less. Aren't all sugar spoons shaped like shovels, says Peter P. Well, maybe they are. Maybe they are if they are sugar spoons. But I think most of us probably use... Sorry, it's that time of the night where my digestive system is breaking down. It's screaming out for staff supper, darlings. Maybe I think we all probably use teaspoons these days, don't we? Maybe all sugar spoons are shovels and we've just forgotten that. What about a sugar spade? Nighty-night all. Footumch, says Peter P. Emma says, don't you want a sugar spade for your meticulously planned breakfast table? I don't know, should I have one? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe that's something I need in my life and I just hadn't realised it. But as soon as I watched Sean's video first thing this morning, I think I was still in bed. And as soon as he said that, that just brought it instantly back to me, my childhood. And yeah, sugar, we had a sugar bowl and we had a sugar shovel, spade thing. There used to be a sweet shop in Newquay called Sugar Shack. I actually knew that, Matthew, amazingly. Emma did a lovely thing to buy your deposit on your new phone, Boaty. Well, she did indeed. Emma does lots of lovely things. And right, it is now time to say goodnight, darlings. I have caught up with the comments. It is 23 minutes past midnight. It's long past time. We were all tucked up in bed with our hot water bottles. So I am going to say thank you to you all for joining me. Seriously, thank you. I love this. You know I love it. I'm not going to blow the candle out tonight because I need to take a photograph as soon as this live stream finishes for a thumbnail. You'll see what that's all about tomorrow. But I am going to wish you all, I'm going to wish you all a safe and peaceful night. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. Take every little bit of joy anywhere and everywhere that you can find it. And take really good care of yourselves. And if you've got people who you love and who love you, take really good care of them too. And please, if you possibly can, join me and the rest of the community tomorrow night, Friday Night Live, darlings. Remember, it's a little bit later, 11:30 tomorrow night. If you can be here, then it would be lovely to spend a bit more time with you. That is it from me. I'm off. I'm going to get showered, changed. I'm going to feed myself. I'm going to finish off the wine. And as usual, I'm going to go to bed a very happy bunny because I've had time with you guys. And you know how much I love that. So thank you so much. Hopefully see you tomorrow night. Much love from me. Good night. Pachoo, and indeed, boss. Or footump, or whatever it is. I don't know. I need to watch that episode. Night, darlings.